Hey, what's up? I'm Rashad.
I'm Madison.
And early this Friday morning, we'll be reviewing episode 3 of The Bad Batch, season 1, of course, Replacements. And we essentially have two storylines going on today. We have the Bad Batch crash landing on looks like the moon Ordo. And we also have Crosshair getting a team of
Elite soldiers.
elite soldiers. So let's do the easy storyline first. It's gonna be the Bad Batch because this is pretty simple. I mean, this is a very like Star Warsian trope that we did. We have hyperspace having some problems with the ship. Boom, blast right out of hyperspace, crash land. I mean, and they even told us like, hey, you're gonna. And what Record told Omega, he's gonna be your first crash landing. You know, Wrecker hurts his head, and that basically has the group split up. So first they figure out what's wrong, and they go outside and see there's a bone capacitor. Tech says that, and then they go outside, and another very Star Wars thing happens. There's a creature. So the creature is lurking about.
The dragon.
The Ordo Moon Dragon is lurking about and scratching up the ship. Echo notices it, tells Tech, and now we start to see like I feel like Tech he's on the spectrum because he's so locked and focused on one thing all the time that nothing else matters. I'm like, okay, this is kind of very inclusive of Disney to add in, and then he's also very emotionless too, which is like very much an attribute of some people who are on the spectrum. So that was really that was surprising to see that they would put that in there. Tech puts the find the capacitor, put the capacitor in, and then Dragon they Dragon takes it out and runs away with it. Before we even get to that, did you notice the very heartwarming moment when they had about Crosshair?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Mega picked up his
Trunk.
Tools. Not tools.
It's
weapons.
Like a whole trunk.
Yeah, weapons.
Yeah.
I said tools.
I said tools. Well, those are tools of destruction. So, yeah, so they actually miss him, and Omega tells him like it's not really his fault, and explains the whole inhibited chip business, and then Tech is like, yeah, this probably is his chip. Like you could have told us this a whole 2 episodes ago. Everybody else back says that the ship to fix up stuff. Hunter is gonna go and track down the capacitor, but Omega wants to go too, and because we need to have Omega do something, Omega goes too. Track down the capacitor. Dragon pulls up and basically gets into a tussle with Hunter. Hunter gets knocked out. His breathing apparatus falls off, so he's out here.
He could have tried to hold his breath a little bit more.
I'm not sure that's how that works on that moon, but either way.
Cover his mouth or something.
Cover his mouth? What? Like the people with the mask on in the stores, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that really works. Omega finds the mask, puts it on him. She goes down the proverbial rabbit hole and tries to find the capacitor. Ends up, of course, finding it with a bunch of other, stuff that this dragon has collected over the years, some heirlooms, so to speak, and notices that the dragon is very, it's sensitive to light. So shines a light on him, takes it off, docile. Shine the light. That's my best dragon voice.
Then she swung it back and forth.
And then
she threw it.
And
ran away with the compactor.
Yeah. They basically made the dragon into a dog. I was kind of sad about that. I wish it was a better dragon.
Dragon that would have beaten Omega.
Yeah, should have took a snipe at her toe or something. It's like, really?
Just a pinky finger.
Yeah, you don't need these, right?
Not really.
Not really. So, gets out, and then Hunter's like, just screaming at Omega out loud because he's like the the dad in the store trying to find his kid. Tracking skills went to 0. So he gets out and she's like, yo, like, I got the thing.
You said this was a mission.
This is the mission. I'm part of the team, right? So they go back, and now she's officially part of the team. She has a little area because at the beginning of the episode, Rekka was about to take her food, and Hunter was like, "Man, family ain't even got no place to stay. Like, she ain't got a bed. How you gonna take her food too?"
Yeah, in the beginning she was laying on the little
on the gonk droid.
garbage robot.
It's called a gonk droid.
Look like a garbage.
Gonk droid. That was very, kind of full circle moment. That's very, very good writing there on the team's part. But here's the better storyline to me was the Crosshair with the recruit storyline. And we see Tarkin doing Tarkin things, and he's saying like, hey, we got some other soldiers. He'd also introduced Admiral Rampart. I never heard of him before. So he may be new, maybe not. I don't know. He could be in a book somewhere. But Admiral Rampart pulls up with some recruits, and one of those recruits looks a heck of a like Iden Versio from the Star Wars Battlefront 2 game. I mean, I've pulled back hair. I think her name is what? I forgot the actor's real name. I'm pretty sure that's Iden Versio. Early on in her stage with the Empire, they go on to try to find Saw Gerrera. They end up
killing everybody.
And then your boy was on the transport ship, like just talking junk, like
blonde guy.
Yeah, of course the blonde guy
Thinks he saw that.
Yeah, he's like, yo, you a clone, huh? You leading us? You gonna see how long that lasts.
There's some ordering.
Yeah. It's time for a change out here. And
now he's dead.
Yeah.
That was a change.
Yeah, the change was no longer being alive.
Soul floating around.
Wow. Crosshair shot him. Because Crosshair stays on job. You know what I'm saying? So Crosshair shoots the recruit and tells the rest of them complete the mission. And dude had a flamethrower.
That was sad.
Giving me very much like Aliens vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Another blonde guy. His last words to hear was Crosshair yelling at him.
Yeah. You know why they gave me the job? Because I complete the mission.
These 7 seconds of hearing left and you're dead.
Oh, my bad. Not Alien. Predator. It reminded me a lot of Predator. That whole scene in jungle, all the heavy artillery.
I think I've watched Predator before, but I've seen it. Like a scene.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You need to revisit that one day. The graphics are bad, but like it's still it's a classic movie.
That's why I haven't watched Avatar.
That's another story.
Okay.
So they go back, and basically the two Kaminoans that are basically running the facility have this conversation about we need to keep making clones because we still need to keep getting paid. Tarkin was like, this clone facility is a cost prohibitive relic of the past. It's funny that this cartoon is getting into the political and economic space of the Empire because they still have to pay somebody to fund the Empire, and they're like, man, like we'd just rather get some well people up in here instead of paying for all these clones. So, and they're trying to position themselves to still be able to produce clones so they can keep getting this money. They don't care about the war or anything. They're just like, yo, this is what we doing, and this is what we want to keep on doing because we're trying to keep getting paid. And plus, how the Empire is they have their own currency now, so the Empire has control of everything. So they still want to get paid, which was kind of touched on a lot in like The Last Jedi, with DJ and Finn. Crosshairs goes back to the old bunk where him and the Bad Batch used to stay, and he's catching feelings. He was a little sad.
He's catching feelings?
Yeah.
He looked at his little thing of how many days they were in there for.
Nah, that's how you completed missions.
Nah, how many days they were in there.
They weren't in
jail story.
That was not just how many completed missions they were on, and he sat on his little bed and contemplated his clone life.
Well, his gear booty.
On that note, that's pretty much how the episode ends, and yeah, it was a pretty good episode. Oh yeah, my bad. And Tech is working on a thing to kind of see if they can like really like track or understand the inhibitor chip in all of them.
Yeah, it looked like clothing line.
Yeah, that's what he was working.
Unraveled hanger.
It looked like a tiara, an electronic tiara. That's what he was working on in the beginning while they jumped out of hyperspace, and he was like, "I gotta work on this. Like, ain't nothing going on with the ship." And of course,
they crashed.
So good episode. Setting up a lot of things. Setting up a lot of stuff for the next 5 or 6 episodes. We'll be back next Friday with another spoiler review of The Bad Batch. If you haven't already, you can subscribe. That would mean a lot to us. Also, like the video, finesse the bell, as the kids would say.
We don't say that.
I'm sorry. And
it's just hit the like and hit the bell.
Yeah, finesse the bell. And yeah, that's all we got. I hope that I don't know. I'm done. We will see you guys next week.